Today we're out for a test drive in this Jaguar XK150 3.8S that we have in for sale. It's a fixed head coupe, it's original right hand drive and has spent all its life in the UK. This is an exceptionally rare car, being one of 115 to have been produced. And what's more, is a genuine and highly original car with traceable provenance. It even has its original logbook. Being a 3.8S, it is obviously the ultimate iteration of the XK series with the triple SU carburettors and the straight port cylinder head that went on to power the E-Type. But not only is this the ultimate iteration of the XK, but this car has been spec'd beyond that with features that I haven't ever seen on another XK, but I believe were factory fitted. This car has very desirable Reutter seats, which I've heard of but never sat in before, and they are very nice. Reclining seats with foldable headrests, very comfortable, and they are original to this car and have never been retrimmed. It also has fast lift window winders, which I've never seen on another car, but they are fantastic, and one just wonders why they weren't on more cars. Enough about the spec, let's get out on the road and see how this thing drives. So, out on the road, this XK150 is an exceptionally comfortable place to be. This is the first car I've driven with these Reutter seats, and I have to confess I see why they're so sought after now. They are more supportive than the original seats, and just being able to get that backrest exactly where you want it is really very nice. I like quite an upright driving position, so never really struggle with the standard seats, but I can appreciate some like to be more laid back than me, and that's where these would, in my opinion, shine. The engine is everything you'd expect of a 3.4S. It's responsive, it's powerful, it's more than capable of keeping up with modern traffic, and then combined with this 5-speed gearbox, you can zip through the gears very quickly without really thinking about it, and it will cruise on the motorway at 70 miles an hour all day long very, very happily. The ride is comfortable and compliant. You throw this car into a corner and it goes around exactly as you would want an XK2. And the brakes are nice and responsive. It's a very progressive pedal and quite confidence inspiring, to be frank with you. So cruising along on the dual carriageway as I am now, this is a nice, comfortable car. It feels solid, it feels safe, it feels a good place to be. And with the suite of upgrades it has, you feel confident that it's going to handle anything that modern driving conditions can throw at it. So this XK150 was first supplied by Henlys of London in 1960. The first owner, Mr. Talbot, kept the car for 8 years, so he clearly quite liked it, and it remained in the Winchester area throughout that time. Its very high and rare specifications suggest to me that Mr. Talbot must have been a real petrol head and had real enthusiasm to spec out a car like this. The car has had relatively few owners and has a fully documented history, including its original buff logbook, which is a wonderful thing to have. It also has a few notable points of interest throughout its life, including in 1970 there's a lovely photo of it at Brands Hatch for the Grand Prix, taking part in a parade of Jaguars, and in the background as it's coming along at Brands Hatch you can see a C-Type and a D-Type behind it. Is a really great photo. In 1976 the car was bought by a Vivian Dixon, who held on to this car for over 30 years. In the car's history file there are MOT documents and tax discs indicating that the car was on the road up until 1982 and was showing approximately 71,000 miles at the time. The car was then clearly off the road for quite some time and re-emerged in 2014 when it was sold via auction and then on to the current vendor. So now we're slowing down for a roundabout. Brakes are lovely and responsive. Gear change is really smooth, so you can get down through the gears nice and quickly. And this is always a nice chance to test the performance of a car. The acceleration is brisk without having to rev the car hard. Again, that 5-speed gearbox as we're going back up through the gears lets us go through quite quickly. Tight corner around the roundabout, and the car holds the road really nicely. We've just gone over a couple of potholes, and the ride is very nice, and that's important in the UK these days. And now we're going to come back out of the roundabout and head back onto the dual carriageway in the other direction, and we're going to whiz past this van, and we're keeping up with the Range Rover Sport that's in front of us. You know, this car has all the performance you could need, and before you know it, you're at 70 miles an hour, and definitely didn't go over 70 miles an hour there, and cruising along quite merrily at 70, just below 3,000 RPM, and you feel like you could do this all day long in this car. I love an XK150 fixed head. They're spacious, they're refined, they're comfortable, they're everything a good Grand Tourer should be, with that kind of hint of sportiness coming from the S specification. So, in the hands of the current vendor, the car was extensively recommissioned for the road, and this is all documented in the history file with photographs. It had this 5-speed gearbox fitted, a number of other upgrades including an alternator, electric power steering, electronic ignition, an electric cooling fan, everything you could really want for a car to be reliable and usable in modern conditions. It also had upgraded brakes, the suspension was all overhauled, the engine was taken out to do the gearbox, and the engine bay was renovated, so the car looked very lovely. There was quite a lot of chrome work that needed attention after the car had been off the road for a period, so that was re-chromed. The car had a new carpet set, but the rest of the interior is the original, including this vinyl headlining, which is quite a rare thing in one of these. I think this car strikes a charming balance between originality and usability. This isn't a museum piece, this is a car you can get out and enjoy, yet it has wonderful history and provenance, which you can track right back to its original owner. It even is still on its original number plate. This is everything you could dream of a classic car. And I think finished in the Sherwood green with the suede green interior, it really has that charming 1950s feel that I love to see in an XK. And more than that, this patina, the age on the seats, the age on the dashboard, and yet the paintwork is in remarkable condition. This car is perhaps not a one-off, but a very rare thing to find indeed. And for a car with originality, boy does this thing perform. And as we sit here at the traffic lights and the sun's come out and it's fairly warm, these rapid lift windows that I was talking about earlier, how good is that? I've never seen this on another XK, but why more cars of this period don't have this fitted? It's just fantastic. And then back up just like that, unbelievable. So there you have it, an XK150 that for me performs something almost impossible, combining originality and upgrades in a package that delivers a car that you can drive to a show many miles very comfortably and reliably, and then show off your unbelievably original XK150. I mean, even stuff like it has a 5-speed gearbox, but it still has the original 4-speed gear knob on it, so anyone looking through the window would never know. What a fantastic combination to have in a car. Please do get in touch or visit our website for more information on this car. We'd love to get you down and have a test drive in it. I assure you, you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching.